Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker. We're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
And we are here on a Wednesday afternoon, or as I like to call it, Leak Eve, because I have another leak dropping tomorrow, and maybe I will not tell you what it is, but just make sure you check out John Crump News tomorrow for that leak. We are also sponsored by a couple of really cool people here. And the first I want to get out of the way is JSD Supply. JSD Supply makes some of the sickest slides ever. Check this one out right here. This is one of their new Patmo slides. It's going in my P80, my Glock 26 size P80, which is really, really cool. Also, we are brought to you by Black Swan Tactical.com. Black Swan Tactical, where you can get some really cool patches. We're going to talk about some of those later. And let's roll the commercial.
Black Swan Tactical, your number one source for 2A streetwear. With shirts, mugs, hats, patches, flags, and more. There's always something to help you rep the 2A community. All proceeds go back into our projects. Viewers and listeners can take an additional 10% off with code CRUMPY. Unapologetically pro-gun, pro-liberty, and pro-freedom gear for the front lines of the culture war.
What the hell's that sound? Oh, I do see Shooting Gallery New England out there. Shooting Gallery New England is my boy. And he has a channel that you all need to check out. Shooting Gallery New England. He's on his march to 1K. And usually we do this commercial first. They're the first shout out we always give, but we're going to do this shout out the last because one of the co-founders is on the show today. And that is Tusk. Tusk is a cryptocurrency focused on the firearms market, and they are really cool.
Proudly sponsored by TUSC, the only cryptocurrency designed with the firearms market in mind, with 3-second processing times. It's the fastest cryptocurrency on the planet. With lower transaction fees than traditional credit cards. It's perfect for your e-commerce needs. For gun guys, by gun guys. Visit TUSC.network for more information and join the digital revolution.
And with that, I'm going to introduce to you my co-host. And I'm pretty sure he put on a shirt just because this guy's on the show. Freaking rich.
Otherwise, I'd be shirtless, right?
You got to send me that file, by the way, so I don't have to keep on telling you.
The plane crash?
Yeah, that would be helpful. You keep on saying you're going to do that. And also wearing his Tusk gear, it's Mr. Rob McNealy.
What's going on, guys?
Rob, where do I get a cool hat like that?
Ancient Chinese secret.
I have my cool Tusk Galore back there.
I got mine somewhere too.
All right. Before we get started, I usually give Tusk the first shout out, but I did it the last Jambi on here, which didn't really work out the way I thought it was because we have the Tony Simons patch in stock over at Black Swan Tactical. And do you guys want to see what's launching this Friday?
Of course.
Patch drop on October 1st.
Ooh, I haven't seen this yet.
Oh boy.
And watch this. This is kind of cool. Let me just get this out.
Are you picking your butt? What are you doing?
No,
you're whipping this out.
It looked like he was wiping something.
No, it's a flashlight. It glows. See if it's not really.
So you wipe it and it glows.
That's an
Yes.
odd way to make it glow, John.
That's very confusing.
Yeah, I get
Yes.
it's my little flashlight.
Oh,
And
a flashlight?
and one more thing. We only have 2 of the glow in the darks left for sale.
And you wipe them on your butt
Ooh.
to make it, and
And then they glow.
they're white. They're butt wipe activated.
Yep.
Good to know.
Chris Bullis wants to know, will he be getting his Tony patch soon? The Tony patches, if you pre-ordered one or you ordered it yesterday, all the pre-orders are out. So they all shipped this morning. I dropped them off. We got the patches in last night. It takes a little while to go through patches because I got several hundred in of different types, and I had to like separate them all out and stuff like that.
Are they
pack
all
'em up.
arranged very neatly on the pool table?
Yes, I have a bunch of Tupperware things with patches on the pool table. Yeah, so yeah, I'm happy with the Flying Rich Kamikaze, the Kamikaze Rich patches. They look really cool. I see BWE has a patch. I'm not going to show it to you guys. You guys are going to have to wait, but that's the November patch.
You can find it on the internet somewhere.
I'm still waiting for a certain number of patches to be shipped and delivered, but they're going to be pretty cool, and I'm going to send you guys some when they're ready.
Is that for Mr. Zach Carr?
Yeah, I actually reached out to them today to go, where are my patches? Because I want my patches.
They're coming.
I want my patches, Zach.
Yeah, they're coming. I bought probably over 1,000 patches of them.
Come on, Zach.
Yeah, Zach's in the chat here.
I have a couple, like a couple more hundred that are somewhere coming soon.
Yeah,
Well,
I got something with Zach. I don't know if he's done with the squadron design yet or not.
Rich,
Zach.
I'll trade you some Kamikaze for some Tusk patches.
Okay. Deal.
But I paid for them.
So I'm trading with him.
So, Rob, you going anywhere this weekend?
No.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Before we do anything, let's just kick this off. For anyone with a $7 super chat, which is cheaper, will get a free patch. That basically cuts out my commission. Actually, Rich's commission. No, just joking. $7 super chat, you get a free patch, and Rich will get his money.
Why are you being mean to Rich?
I'm not being mean to Rich. I'm making sure that he gets his money. I'm trying to get him from scratch.
Pay for some new landing gear or something.
Yeah, something like that. No, I'm just trying to get him some new scratch. So, how are you doing, Rob?
I've been a little busy lately. So
no joke.
Yeah, well, we decided. So you know how we've been working on that upgrade, so Tusk can do NFTs. Mm-hmm. And the next phase is they're debugging the wallets. We'll be back online hopefully in about a week. So we're really close because they actually had to rebuild the wallets unexpectedly. And so that's almost done. So I'm super excited.
Sorry.
So
Zach Carr, he said he doesn't need no patch.
So the next phase is that I want to learn about the NFT world because we're going to be having the ability to have other people build front ends that can build marketplaces for NFTs on Tusk. So we are going through the process of launching an NFT drop, as they call them. Oh. So we're going to be doing that in a couple weeks. We're going to probably have the website live 3 days. Almost done with it. So I'm doing web work, and you know what? I hate doing web work. But I'm
so do I.
GUI UI stuff, you mean?
Oh, hold on. By the way, BWE is out there. He does have a link to join if he wants to join. It's in his email. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So what were you saying, Rich?
So you're talking about GUI front end work or like back end coding?
We're doing both. But I'm doing the front end stuff right now.
Yeah, I was never partial to the GUI stuff.
Yeah, but most people really hate command line.
I'm all
dude, no. What the hell? Hell no. Hell no. F the GUI stuff, man. Command line, it's faster.
Yeah, but anybody who's in the gun world won't know how to use it.
I'm in the gun world.
Not really.
Yeah, what?
So, anyways,
I'm an enigma.
You are.
Rich knows command line.
Well, that's cool.
Zach knows command line.
I'm doing WordPress, and I hate WordPress.
Yeah, well,
WordPress
that's
is
just
easy.
content management.
It's still art and design and all that kind of stuff. It's not the programming part that's hard. It's making it look pretty that's hard.
Yes.
So, and we're making it look pretty because we're going to sell artwork. And so we're pretty excited. We hired a cool Brazilian artist, and we came up with this cool theme. And so, it's called Crappy Art is our project. And then the NFT drop is called Undead Presidents. So we're doing NFTs that are what they call generative NFTs, which are randomly designed or designed by the computer.
Procedural designed?
Nope, generative designed.
Generative design. Oh.
So what happens is you create a bunch of, like, we're creating over 100 pieces of art, and then people run a script based on weighted averages of each different component, and then the software randomly generates the images and pulls them together. And then that's all done on the fly kind of thing. And so then we'll be selling them probably the week of Halloween. So it's really a learning process because we need to learn I'm trying to learn a lot about the NFT world in general. So it's been actually really, really fascinating going through this. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah. Okay. The Hoff one, I'll be joining us. He just had chemo today and was not feeling up to it.
I don't know. Man. I think the Hoff is tougher than chemo, and I just find it hard.
Hoff is like the toughest person I know, man. He's like the dad I never had.
So I've got a question for you guys. What non-gun industry charities do you like? Not the ones you don't like. What non-gun charities that are not political in nature do you guys like?
Make-A-Wish. Texas Bullet with the blank $7 super chat. Send me an email. I'll get you out your flying rich patch, man. info@crumpy.com. No, Make-A-Wish is really, really good. They were really, really good to my niece.
Non-political, I don't know. I mean, it's a Glenn Beck charity or, Mercury One charity. So the Nazarene Project, which gets people out of, Christians and other people out of areas where they're occupied. So that's.
Okay, that's good. I'll check that out.
Yeah, so I give a lot of money to Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why I like Mercury One. Unlike other charities, none of the money you donate goes to operating expenses. They have a whole separate fundraiser. They have a Mercury One ball each year, and that's the fundraiser for their operating expenses. So every stinking dollar. It's not like when the Red Cross was saying, hey, donate to us, 9/11, blah, and donate blood because, all the people killed in the World Trade Center need blood donations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we need money for whatever. And then they bought a new computer system and sold the blood. I don't trust the Red Cross as far as I can throw them.
They sound like vampires.
St. Jude's is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'll check that out too. It's good ideas. Those also have a lot of money. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm wondering if there's a smaller one that we can look at.
Yeah, check out.
Chad Tuff.
One.
The Michael Moser, the Michael Moser. I'll put it in the chat. Damn it.
Well, why I'm saying this is part of the NFT drop. We're gonna give 20% to a charity.
DefeatDIPG.org.
And so, but we have to make a decision this week. Some of these bigger charities that don't know crypto. Now, this isn't even Tusk. This will be Ethereum, but they're going to have to set up a wallet. So a smaller charity, these big charities are, trying to get through to somebody at these charities is really difficult sometimes because they're really like mega corporations in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
right.
So that's why I'm thinking if there's a smaller one. I've reached out to two. One, I talked to someone and someone was supposed to call me back and they didn't. And the other one, which was really surprising, I reached out to the Electronic Frontier Foundation and
Oh,
I
okay.
literally, and because I like what they do with digital privacy.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That was Christian Make.
So I left 3 voicemails and sent 2 emails 2.5 days ago, and no one responded.
Wow.
It's like, and this is what I say: you don't need my money. So obviously, you're fat and happy if the donation people don't call you back. They're probably doing okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how I
Christian
look
Make.
at it. Like, if
Christian
people
Make
aren't gonna
gave $10.
What's that?
I think there's a little bit of delay between us. Christian Make gave $10, and he gave the number one fan dancing pear sticker.
Why does the pair dance? I don't get that.
I don't know, but check out defeatdipg.org. They really need money. DIPG is one of the most underfunded childhood cancer stuff gets rare,
Okay.
right? That's what took my niece.
Mhm.
So it's something very, very, and they do a hell of a lot of good work. A hell of a lot of good work.
Appreciate that.
And they're not big, and they really need money for DIP research, because that's just a terrible disease.
It is.
So,
John, I just got a news flash. John Crypt News, ATF leak tomorrow.
yes.
Hmm.
So I got a leak coming out tomorrow. So I would really like that. But that's not the reason why I brought you on to talk about crypto.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to talk about crappyart.com, which is kind of cool.
It's just crappy.art. But the website's
Crappy.art. Yeah, not .com. Sorry, I'm dealing with that. At crappy.art, which
I'm
is
an artist now. Don't you understand it? Get it straight. I'm an artist.
Which is really cool. NFT market is insane right now.
Yeah. Well, I think with the charity stuff, and this is what we're kind of doing. I mean, if we sell out the whole thing, it could be a significant amount of money for the charity, and there's ongoing royalties for like ever.
That's crazy. Cool.
So we're doing a drop of 8,666, and the idea is we're targeting 20% to a charity if they'll work with us, and then the thing is with these NFTs, because they're done on a blockchain, every time it's sold into the future, the original creators get a kickback every time, permanently. That's kind of how they work.
That's pretty cool.
So for the charity, it could be ongoing funding kind of thing.
Can I show some of it?
If you want to, sure.
Yeah, because I want to show the Undead President series.
So so those are those samples. We don't have any of the accessories on those, but those are some of the base art that we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
And not all the presidents that we have too. So we have more presidents than that too.
No, but I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty shizzly.
I don't know. I like the Biden mummy. Or is that Carter? But I like it. Is that a Wolfman Biden?
Werewolf, yeah.
And a vampire and a zombie Trump?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I do have more leaks than Louisiana levies. Oh. Yeah, so that's cool. Oh, Joe Morgan helped someone get their first handgun today. They got a Rough Rider barkeep. Awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah. So you have this going on. You also have something else outside the world of crypto going on.
What's that?
What outside the world of crypto do you have come up?
What?
Come on, man. My
movie?
Your movie, exactly.
Oh yes, Permafrost. So we're filming.
That's when you have a lot of projects, and you're like, which one?
The movie I'm working on? Is that what you mean?
Well, so my life is divided into 3 distinct phases as far as work. So the NFT and TUS thing, that's the crypto piece. And then that's like half my work week The other half of my work week is relegated for my day job, which is boring. And then movie making is the weekend job. But those are 12-hour days. So we generally, when we're filming, it's like 20-hour weekends, 24-hour weekends.
Dang.
But we have 3 days left of filming. The next day we're filming for that is on the 10th. But the last 2 weeks in a row, we've been filming other stuff. So it's like it's been pretty crazy. So we're hoping to wrap up principal photography in October. So we're really close. Sound design is coming along really, really well on that. But overall, I'm super excited. Like I just got a lot of stuff going on. So it's like I'm just like, what are you talking about? It's like,
You guys have a release date?
Do we have what?
A release date for the movie. A release date.
We don't. So we're shooting for probably sometime after Christmas. So part of this is depending on how soon we can get to the rough cut, and depending on how quick we can get the rough cut done, we're going to try to submit it to some film festivals and get to under the cutoff dates. So depending on that, to get into some of the big film festivals, you have to have it has to be a world premiere, meaning you can't show it anywhere else or release it. So depending on how that goes, if we can get into any of those based on some of the timing, we're going to try that avenue first. If that doesn't work, we're going to go right to try to find a release deal if we miss some of those deadlines. No. So it's kind of like we're not sure yet. So, but editing a movie takes a lot of work, but there's a lot of other pieces. Like we have some special effects that have to get done for it. So the VFX has to be done by someone else. Our sound designer's up in Canada. He's already started working on stuff. So there's just a lot to do yet. Like post-production is like going to take several months, but overall I'm pretty stoked. So it's like, it's coming together really well. We've been I've been posting, behind the scenes photos every couple days on the social media for that. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm in a good place. The NFT thing was like kind of last minute. So while I was while I'm having some downtime because the developers are working on our blockchain and doing the upgrades, I'm like, oh, well, I can't really do much right now because everything's kind of shut down. So I said, well, let me look at this other NFT thing. And because we're going to be doing NFTs are going to be a big part of the future for Tusk. I wanted to go through the process of generating NFT art so I could learn the ins and out of it from the creator's perspective, because that'll help me understand what we need to do to build better interfaces and things in marketplaces and wallets into the future. So it's kind of like it's separate from Tusk, but it's so I can learn more stuff to help Tusk.
Yeah, Chris Remake wants to know recommended places where you can buy things with Tusk.
Right now, there's not a ton. And right now you can't buy anything because the blockchain's kind of not accessible, or the wallets aren't accessible. The blockchain's running, but the wallet's down. The main wallet's down. Citizenarmor.com, they accept Tusk.
I bought from them.
And then APM 80, Alex, Precision, they make 80% lowers. You can buy those with Tusk right now. So there's a few places. Yep. And so we have a few things. We're going to have our big push. We haven't made our big push for retailers yet because we've had to get a lot of infrastructure stuff done first. So we're kind of looking at when we're going to really start pushing that is going to end up being probably the next 6 months. I would say probably the focus right now is a lot of the big deals that we're working on with some major brands. We were trying to make those deals happen first, get our infrastructure, up to par, get all the tools working and make it easy. Because right now it's not easy to use for the average person. If someone's not a crypto person, Tusk is not really super easy yet. So we have to improve some things and make it super, super simple and easy to use. And, here's the thing with most cryptos aren't easy to use. So we're trying to do things because we're really focused on getting people to use it that are not techie people. And that's a lot harder. And the funny thing is most cryptos aren't doing that, which is absurd to me. But, unfortunately, it takes a long time. So those are the things we're working on. But our big push for new retailers and things are going to be next year, more than likely.
Zach Quay wants to know, is there any anonymity on Tusk?
I will say this, that having optional privacy features in the future are on the roadmap. which we don't have published yet. So some of the upgrades that we just did with our first hard fork actually allow for shielded transactions on the blockchain. But the interesting thing is there's no interface for that. And it's interesting because we forked BitShares, and BitShares had some of that stuff in one of their later versions, these shielded transactions, but they never built an interface. So we don't even know. So if we do that and implement it, and we're talking about how we could do that, BitShares hasn't even developed an interface to do shielded transactions, but it's on the protocol. So it already exists on Tusk. We don't have a way to access it through, the normal GUI wallet scenario, but the problem is that in the United States and with American exchanges, privacy coins, the government doesn't like them. And so because the government's kind of taking this kind of position that they don't like anonymity on blockchains, what they do is they've basically been pressuring exchanges to not list or to delist coins that have privacy features. So here's the catch-22, right? You're a project in the United States. You want to deal with Americans. The retailers you talk to say you need to be on American exchanges if they're going to interact with you and work with you and accept Tusk. But then if you have these privacy features, as at least privacy by default, the exchanges don't want to list you because they're concerned about potential regulatory scrutiny. So the question is when and how we integrate that feature and open it up based on our timelines, because we don't want to cut our ankles off, cut ourselves below the knees before we get on big exchanges in the United States, because that's going to hamper our growth. But just like all blockchains, Bitcoin's not a privacy chain either. Most blockchains are not anonymous. Most people don't understand that. Now, what's anonymous is your wallet, right? The blockchain itself is not. And so what we mean when we talk about privacy with blockchains, we're talking about right now, if you go to Bitcoin and you go to a block explorer and you look at the Bitcoin blockchain, you can plainly see transactions moving across the network, and you can see the wallet address on both ends of that. Now, what you don't know is who owns those wallet addresses. And so what we're talking about in the crypto sense is what a privacy coin is, and there's a few of them out there, is that you can't even see where the wallets are when that transaction goes across the network. And so when we talk about privacy in crypto, right now, if you are not telling people who you are and attaching your name to your wallet, you are anonymous. But, for the sake of seeing and being able to view the transaction across the network, that transaction is not anonymous. Now, I can tell you on a protocol, we do have that functionality available, and you could actually conduct a quasi shielded transaction now with the command line interface that Crumpy likes.
Yes, yeah, I do. Sorry, it sounded like Richard was getting attacked by a bunch of birds back there. He's like in a birdhouse or something.
Is it too loud?
Rip Pebbles.
Yep.
Are you gonna get another bird, Rich?
My wife said no way in hell.
Okay.
Smart wife.
Yeah, I'd love to get another bird.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Do you hunt with them or what? What do you do with them?
No, I had a Quaker parakeet. I hand raised from a chick, and he was with me for 25 years, and he, went all over the country with me.
Yeah.
Just a little parakeet?
They're like blue jay sized. So blue jay sized and talk.
What do they say?
He said about 30 words and phrases. The coolest thing was every morning he would whisper good morning. He knew when morning was. Like they knew sets and sequences and stuff like that. So that was very cool.
And she didn't like the bird?
Oh, no, she hated the bird.
How many birds do you have?
I just have one. Whatever you hear is... No, he passed in January, so...
Oh,
yeah,
so,
no more
so,
birds.
Are you at the zoo? Where are you?
No, this is my pool.
You have birds in your pool?
No, I don't have... That's...
Why do you have birds in your pool?
Oh my
I just went outside because it's nice out. It's not too hot or humid. But it seems like every bird is squawking around here right now.
Right.
Maybe they're running from an alligator or something. I don't know.
Alligator in a trash can.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, GOA is coming out with a new ad for the Virginia elections, and I might have a advanced copy of it if you guys want to watch it.
What do you mean advanced copy? You probably wrote it.
Okay. Well, do you want to watch it or not?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
So this is not out yet. It's going to hit everywhere on Saturday. So you guys are getting an advanced copy. That's Ken Blanchard.
I know him. I had dinner with him one night.
He's a good guy.
I'm like, he looks really familiar.
Yeah, Ken is good. Good guy. He's a good egg.
Do you feel safe?
You probably don't even hear it. I'm an idiot. Hold on.
I heard that.
I heard that.
Yes.
Over the birds.
Huh.
I gotta hit the share audio tab.
It'd be very cool if you had falcons.
Terry McAuliffe
You hear
wants
now?
law-abiding citizens like you
Yeah.
I've heard it before.
to be in danger. He wants to ban us from being able to defend ourselves. Attorney General Mark Herring is actively releasing convicted felons, just turning them loose in Virginia. This makes it dangerous. And for some of us, responsible firearm ownership is our only chance of safety. Now Terry McAuliffe wants to take that away too. On November 2nd, vote to be safe.
There you go.
So they don't tell you who to vote for, though.
Yeah, we
who
can't.
knows?
Can't.
Well, we're not endorsing a governor this time. Oh, we could, but we're not endorsing
Oh, okay.
anyone. We have a policy only to endorse people who return our surveys,
Mm-hmm.
and the Republican candidate made a pledge not to fill out anyone's surveys.
That's pretty loser.
Yeah. So we're not going to endorse anyone who's not willing to fill out our surveys.
Not willing to fill out surveys is kind of a cop-out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: when you're a candidate, you get all sorts of surveys that you may not want to fill out. That's the problem with being a politician. You have to lie if you want to get elected, because you can't have a nuanced view on anything anymore. Like, you have to be super extreme on everything. So I think it's a safe bet, though. I don't think I'd want to fill out a candidate survey anymore. I did when I ran for Congress, and what pissed me off, because I ran third party, and I'll just say the gun owner group in Colorado at the time that put out surveys to candidates, I'm not going to say who it is. And I was the only candidate that entire election cycle in 2010 that got 100% on the gun survey for this gun group. And they wouldn't publish it because I wasn't a Republican or a conservative.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, if if you fill out a survey, sometimes sometimes it's not good for us to endorse, but we do release results and stuff like that. Let's say you're really good, but you're also a white supremacist or something. Of course, we're not going to endorse you. That's extreme, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of that. Kind of like, gee, if somebody's completely in line with the way you think, but oh yeah, they're a complete nut job. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that most of the time they support candidates that are really shitty on every other issue. So it's just ridiculous. The problem is people just want to have a politician tell them what they want to hear. They don't care after the fact. And once they make their mind up, even if people point out, you're supporting this candidate that actually doesn't believe any of that stuff. And then people, once they've made their mind up, they will defend that opinion to the death. right? You can't change people's minds typically. And that's the hard thing about our society, right? Is that
You
even
can
if
with
people
sodium pentothal.
well, right? I don't have any of that, but that's why it's like so hard when our society, once people have formed these strong opinions about things, even if they're very wrong, like if they're just completely out of their gourd and but they've absorbed and believe incorrect information, things that are just not factually true. But once they've publicly identified with that, you can't change their minds. And that's what sucks because, there's a lot of dumb shit out there and the internet doesn't help it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The internet doesn't help anything, really.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So tell us about your leak.
No.
Can't
Come
tell.
on.
10 o'clock tomorrow.
10 o'clock tomorrow. It involves the ATF. AFT. I will do this. Hold on. I won't share my leak, but I'll share something that's going to make you laugh. And right now, heads are freaking rolling. They're probably going through everywhere right now with the ATF. Hi, Marvin, or whoever jackbooted thug is watching from the ATF. But I will show you.
You're saying
Vanessa
jackbooted
Kitty.
thugs watch your channel and find out what the leak is?
Well, no. Well, I did post this and tag them on like all my media. So, they're probably wondering.
Well,
That right there is Marvin Richardson. He is the head of the ATF, and that is taken during an internal ATF meeting.
So you screen capped their meeting?
Yes. I don't know. Someone did. But yeah, that's from their internal ATF meeting.
When was this meeting?
Today. Put it this way. He was still on that meeting when I posted that.
You've done that before.
Yes, I have. And it really pisses him off.
You're going to get your source in trouble.
Dude, that's a possibility. I would never say it's not a possibility. But we take a lot of precautions. But there's no way you can ever make it foolproof. And
because they always invent a better fool.
And here's the thing. I have said this in the past. It's not just a single person.
Seems reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So if it's something that I sat on stuff that I know it would have probably outed my leak because there's just not enough people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I basically have had big story, like really big stories, and I just never reported on it because it would be too close.
Gotcha.
It would be too easy to figure it out. So
I'm assuming this is a meeting where there was a large number of people.
Yeah, a large number of people. Usually, I mean, we usually, yeah, I make sure, not usually, all the time, I make sure my leaks are well protected and set up in case
so
something
this is
happens.
kind of like Project Veritas. You're sitting in on the meetings. Like
I'm not saying I'm sitting in the meetings.
Oh, okay.
Not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I have information.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put it out. I got an article that's probably going to come out tomorrow about it as well. So if you don't like to watch a video, you can always read about it. But yeah.
And at 10:01, I'll have a video on it too.
Yeah. I gave Rich the scoop and he's like, when can I put out a video? I was like, 10:01.
So you're going to have it in the can then? Or is it already in the can?
Oh, my video is already in the can.
I don't like using that phrase, but
Yeah, my video is ready to go. I mean, I could hit publish right now and send it out, but I'm not going to do it.
They don't use cans anymore, so that's okay.
What do they use?
Hard drives. It's like,
But I still use cans for my YouTube videos.
so when you coming out to Utah?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm afraid of Mormons.
they're cool.
Just joking. Not afraid of Mormons.
You should
My
be.
niece is married to one.
And they don't like to be called Mormons. It's the Church of Latter-day Saints.
The
Jesus
Mormons.
Christ of Latter-day. You have to be a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You have to say the whole thing out loud now. They rebranded.
Oh, okay.
It's a mouthful.
Interesting. No, I want to get out there. I definitely do want to get out there.
John, you ski? Let's do a ski trip.
I haven't skied in like years since I got married, really.
Yeah, time you kids go on a ski trip.
We had let me know. I ski. So it's like they had the first snowfall last night in Park City for the year.
Woo, hot stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping we have a good year this year. We haven't last year kind of sucked all the way around.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Well, it sucked trying to make a movie in the snow when there's no snow, and it's hard to ski with your ski pass at Park City when there's not a lot of snow.
That's when you break out the rock skis.
The problem is they don't even open up like the runs. So it's yeah. So one of the reasons we moved to Utah is for skiing. So it's like,
wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we have season passes to Park City, so it's like we go almost every week.
Yeah. Plus, I got a little thing where I don't like leaving my basement or my house. Actually, not really my basement, my house.
What you're saying is your wife won't let you out of the basement?
Pretty much.
John lives in a basement, just not his mom's.
No, it's not my mom's. No, I mean I like Utah. I've never been there, but I'm sure I would like it.
I've been to the airport.
The old one or the new one?
Oh, well, it depends on how new the new one is.
Very new.
Yeah, so no.
2-year-old.
Yeah.
It's like a big boy. It's like a big boy airport now.
Yeah.
Utah had a very quaint airport before, but now it's like a big boy grown-up airport. But they did a design flaw, like to get from one of the main terminals to the other terminal is like this insane long walk. It's like freaking O'Hare. I'm like, you could have put in a train. You spent like billions of dollars on this.
Yeah.
But it's like literally like a 20-minute walk from like.
Oh, really? Because a lot of the terminals, either you got a train, going from terminal building to terminal building, automated train, or you got like automated walkways.
You still have to go. They have a couple sections of automated walkway, but it's still like I counted the steps when I was there because I had to do the walk, and it was like 3,000 steps each way. I mean, it was like to do the walk, it was like 14 minutes to get from one terminal to the other terminal where I was. So it's pretty crazy. It's like a long walk. I don't mind walking, but I'm saying it's for like old people and stuff.
Yeah, well, and if you're carrying bags, that's another thing.
You're not allowed to carry bags on planes anymore.
Well,
some.
I mean, Southwest, you get 2 carry-on, 2 checked.
But they charge you. Like they charge you for every checked bag now.
It's not on Southwest. Southwest is free.
When's the last time you flew Southwest?
Yeah, like about a couple of months ago.
My daughter flew over the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, probably like a month ago.
So I did like 4 trips this year, and I didn't do any last year. And I've decided I'm not flying anymore till COVID's over because every trip I had some kind of disaster associated with planes being late. It's just a miserable experience to fly. Someone's asked me the other day, "You coming down for this?" And I'm like, "Nope, I'm not going anywhere anymore. Flying sucks." And
that's why I want to get my plane put back together.
Well, get your landing gear and staple it back on, and let's go. Isn't it balsa wood you're playing?
Right.
No, rip my sponsor. That's all I gotta say with that.
How do I grow a tusk on my face? I don't even know what that means. Like an elephant tusk? I think you're going to have to get some kind of serum from a scientist for that. I was reading in the chat.
Bit by a radioactive spider.
Maybe. I don't know if we have any of those out here. Probably do. Like Dugway Proving Grounds. That's all out here. They make all sorts of nasty stuff out here.
Yep.
There's lots of military stuff in Utah.
There's a lot of military stuff around me,
I wonder why.
including the freaking Pentagon.
How far do you live from it?
20 minutes.
Yeah, John's a suburb out.
The question is, have you ever been in the Pentagon?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
He can neither confirm nor deny that.
Boy, that's no fun.
John wired up all the Cat 5 in the Pentagon.
I had nothing. I don't do cabling.
You're
F
too good
that.
for cabling? Is that what you're saying? You're too good?
No,
for that
my
kind of- that's like
freaking
blue collar
fingers
work?
don't work good enough.
I'll
So
make
tell
sure I
me.
use that excuse.
So what do
No,
you mean about
seriously.
what?
I've had surgery because of it.
Cabling or fingers?
No, on on my nerves.
Cabling gets on your nerves?
Mark Martin with the $7 super chat.
Wow.
Info at crumpy.com. I'll get your patch out.
So anytime anyone super chats $7, they get a free patch.
It's not a free patch. It's just today.
Just today.
It's the you can get it here before you can buy it type thing.
What
The
does that even
pre-launch.
mean? What are they doing? Super patch. What are you talking about? What is that?
The
chat?
Flying Rich patch. Super chat, yeah.
How do you get that? What do you have to
You
do? Describe
click
the
in the
process,
chat. You click in the
Describe
chat
right?
and you click the $sign. And if you're on YouTube, of course. And then you put the amount you want to put in and you put a little message like, "Hi John, I love you, long time." And click buy and you do it with your credit card. That's on file with Google.
I won't do that.
Hmm.
I don't do YouTube. I'm actually gonna. I think I'm gonna delete my channel. Like I just don't like YouTube at all. Odyssey, do Odyssey. Do BitChute, do Odyssey, do
Right.
something else. But YouTube sucks.
Well, everything I do goes over to Odyssey automatically.
Yeah, Odyssey is the shizzle and Minds. If you want to like a Twitter alternative, I'm spending more time on Minds. The problem is I got like a big following on Twitter, so I can't ignore it. But I haven't.
It's
posted
amazing.
anything-
I get zero traction on Twitter now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't even go to Twitter anymore. Who goes to Twitter? Twitter's like old people.
It's not actually. So the crypto and NFT.
It's
world,
old people.
It's not. So there's different. Well, it's like saying, it's like Instagram, right? Who's on Instagram? The gun world and part of the film world. There's huge communities on Instagram, so I have to have footprints there. Twitter, crypto Twitter is the thing. So there's the biggest community of crypto is on Twitter.
For
And
old
then you
people.
and old people, and then NFTs are all on Discord. So you have to run Discord channels. It's like,
Oh, geez.
so it's like, there's different universes, and you have to kind of have your feet in the universes that you want to play in. And so
Yeah.
I don't do anything on YouTube, and at this point I just don't want to spend time on that platform because I got 2 strikes against me. I'm into the gun stuff and I'm into the crypto stuff, and like Google hates both. So it's like, to me, I'm just not going to spend a lot of energy on like Facebook, and I'm not going to spend a lot of energy on YouTube anymore, just because I just don't want to spend that kind of the resources it takes to work and build followings on those platforms, knowing that literally I can look at somebody wrong and they're going to, cancel me. So
For sure.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, Dark is going to fill out an application. He runs a podcast. Which have you been on his podcast?
Who?
Dark DLD After Dark.
I don't think so.
You should be on him. He's actually a good friend of mine. He lives near me, and he's just a really good guy. He has a very active community, and he has a show that he does Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Cool. I was interviewed out of this podcast out of Arizona yesterday.
Which one?
Don't make me say that. It was Cheryl Todd.
Oh yeah, Gun Freedom Radio.
That's it. So that's coming out on the 11th. And then I'm getting interviewed for a crypto podcast on Saturday morning. Ken Bozak's show, not another Bitcoin podcast.
No, yeah. I watch that too.
Here's the thing. It's just weird, because there's a whole crypto universe, right? And then there's the gun universe, and I'm kind of bridging both of them. And I have to have a footprint in each. So it's kind of what we're doing. But it's and then the film stuff, that's a whole other animal. But like I said, film is the weekend job.
Okay. We are broadcasted to Twitter, which actually I don't think we are right now, but we usually are. Twitch, my channel on YouTube, Richard's channel on YouTube, and Facebook. I'm gonna add a couple more. Oh, in mine, not mine's. D Live.
Have you ever tried using their gathering streaming part of their platform? I haven't done it yet.
Mine's?
On Mine's, yeah.
No.
Do they have a way to integrate to that with some of these other services?
As long as they have a RTMP.
RTMP, read the man. No, that's not that.
No, RTMP is it's a relay protocol.
Well, let's find out, because that would be kind of cool, because I would spend more time on Minds if I could do that.
I think it stands for real-time messaging protocol. So basically you can stream even RTMP. I know a lot of places do. I mean, if they don't, they really should.
Right. Here's the problem. I think Minds is they got it figured out like Odyssey does, but they're just not growing as fast. But it's there's no advertising on the platform. They don't censor, and they pay you to engage with their Minds tokens. You literally, instead of not getting paid anything and becoming the product, which is what you are with all the social media stuff out of Silicon Valley, you go to Minds, and they literally, I've made up to $1.50 a day just talking like I normally would, in their Minds tokens. And so it's a pretty good platform. I just wish more people would get on it, because it's we need more people to value their free speech. And this is the one thing I'm gonna shit on gun guys a little bit. Gun guys are really bad about the tech stuff. And I keep telling people, you may not care about technology, but the other side does, and they're controlling it. And if you don't start getting into platforms that are decentralized, that can't be shut down, you will eventually not have a voice anywhere. And I've talked to a lot of conservatives, and they start pushing, these centralized conservative versions, and I'm that's no better. It's no better to go on to Parler, because it's just centralized too. They can shut you down anytime they want to. You need to look at blockchain, crypto-based kind of social media where you just can't just be shut down.
I've been trying to push people for a long time. It's not happening.
They don't do it.
Manuel with a $5 super chat, super sticker, and it's the hippo saying, "Get good."
Dude, Manuel needs to give $2 more, and then he gets a Flying Rich patch.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, he can have a Tusk patch for free if you send it to him. Don't you have some patches? Didn't I give you some patches already?
I don't have any Tusk patches.
You don't have any Tusk patches?
No.
Are you willing to give them away?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll send you a bunch. So I have a bunch of the embroidered patches still. I have hundreds of those things. And then I got some of the PVC ones coming too. So when the PVC come, Zach.
PVCs are so much nicer.
They are nice, but I got these other ones too. I'm old school. I like embroidered patches, but they're, what I will do is I'll send you a mixed bag of, I don't know, a bunch, and then you need to give them away.
Yeah, I give them away. I give away a lot of stuff. I give away patches all the time.
Okay.
from a
So,
different company. I gave away some JSD patches the other day and some GOA patches, and so yeah, I'm more than willing to give them away. I love hooking up my audience. My audiences are my friends. I know that's sad. Shooting Gallery New England wants a touch patch. The Tusk patch.
Look,
a touch patch?
if he's willing to give some out,
he is. He's getting
then,
very close to 1,000 and wants to find stuff to give away for his 1,000.
We'll connect after this, and then like I said, I have hundreds right now, and I'm getting more. So once they come in, I'll send some out to both you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to give them away because I think that would be a very, very good thing. Shooting Gallery in England right now has 877 subscribers. Guys, come on, let's help them out.
123 to 1,000.
Get them there. He is giving away he's giving away a Mosin Nagant when at 1,000.
Really? No, you're kidding me.
No, he is. Yeah, he's giving away a Mosin Nagant.
So that's cool. Like in our Permafrost movie, like the main protagonist weapon is a Mosin. It's pretty sick. It's actually a really nice one too. Numbers matching, really immaculate bore. I actually bought it.
I would show you mine, but wait, I don't have to touch it.
And then he's also giving away Uzi Micro. I'm joking. He's not giving away either one of those.
Is the light good?
He's just a micro. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
There's a question in the chat. Does a Tusk wallet need to be attached to a bank account? Absolutely not. There's actually no way to attach it to a bank account.
Let's see. See, there's my Mosin. Or one of them.
You just keep it in your living room, just sitting there.
With a bayonet.
With a bayonet attached. In case you have a home invader, you can like do a bayonet charge on him.
Sounds like he's got a bird problem he needs to deal with.
Chris Shoemake, you really need to shoot a Mosin. It's just sad that I used to be able to buy like the freaking crates of 440 rounds for like.
Hold on. You want to see my crate of ammo?
Like $80.
Well, remember when you used to be able to buy a crate of Mosin Nagant for $80?
Oh yeah.
Dude, when I had a gun store, I used to buy them by the crates. I used to pay like $1,500 for 20.
Yeah, all right. Here's one of the crates.
Well,
hold on. See my ski boots and crate of Mosin ammo.
Yeah, I used to I used to buy like 20 for 1,500, and I would just sell the guns off because my friend would make coffee tables out of the crates, and we just split the profits. So we actually bought them for the crates and not really the Mosins.
You remember when you get the Cosmoline desk cases the same way too?
Yeah.
Now I'm really kicking myself back. You know, I bought what I could during the Clinton assault rifle ban in the 90s. I couldn't afford a crate of those. But live and learn, right? That's what I tell people. It's like you've been through one of these events where there's shortages, and if you don't dollar cost average after the shit comes back on the shelf, don't ever bitch again. You know, don't ever bitch again, because you know
that's what my wife used to say. You know, when something popped up, in, you know, anti-2A or you know the mass shooting somewhere, she's like, "Do we have enough AR-15s? Should you buy more?"
But I mean, think about it. It's like you've gone through one of these. I've gone through in my lifetime like 4 of these that I can count of like these because I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I've been through like 4 of these like pandemic or not pandemic, but panic buying. You can't get shit for years. I've been through 4 of them now, and it's like at this point when the shit comes back, like when Trump got elected, and then people like stopped buying everything, and then gun companies went bankrupt. Don't ever bitch again that you don't like the price of ammo or you're mad that you can't get something, because I go in a lot of forums and it's like everything ammo gouging, baby. And I'm like, dude, where have you been? Okay, it's like you had 4 years under Trump that you could have bought anything you wanted and like fairly cheap, and guess what? A lot of us did.
I did.
And
I did. I bought so much.
I did too. And because after the 5 years of, no 22 and whatever under Obama, I'm like, as soon as that stuff came back on the shelf, every shopping trip, throw a box in the cart, right? And it's like, I don't know. It just seems weird to me that people are like, I can't get anything, blah blah blah, and they're all mad. I'm like, really? Where were you? Like, you're the reason that gun companies went bankrupt under Trump, right? The Trump slump, as they called it. And you're complaining now because you didn't stock up or just buy as you go. And so I just wish people would learn, but people don't learn. People never learn. But all right. So understand this, everybody in the chat. I know I sound like I'm kind of being a jerk, but the fact is, eventually this will die down and stuff will come back on the market. And guess what? You should buy a little bit every week. And you'll never worry again about ammo or guns or accessories ever again.
You have a good point about the whole dollar cost averaging. Is like if you could set aside a certain amount each month. Like I typically buy 1,000 rounds at a time. Just name the caliber. So when I see a good price on 945, 223, whatever it may be, I'll buy 1,000 rounds. Actually, I bought a couple years back. I don't know, 4,000 rounds of AK ammo because it was a good price.
All right. With that, I think we're going to end it here with that. I do want to thank Rob McNealy for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on. Everyone give him an applause.
Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
And I want to start something new, right? And it's called the channel shout out. So I want you guys to shout out another channel out there.
That was really a productive segment, wasn't it? Keep yapping, man.
So who goes first?
You, Rich.
So I'm going to shout out Shooting Gallery New England, my homie, and who's on his way to 1,000 subs.
Nice. All right, Rob, Mr. McNealy.
Well, I'm going to say check out DLD After Dark. He's got 1.81 thousand subscribers on YouTube, and let's get him up to 2,000.
I'm going to shout out John Crump News because that channel is badass.
How many subs you got there now?
About to hit, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know, like 12.5, I think.
12.5?
Almost 12.6.
So by the end of tomorrow, by this time tomorrow, how many subs do you think you'll have?
I don't know, 12.7.
He's got a lot of subs, but who's the Dom?
The Dom? What? Oh, no. Honestly, shout out to Flump Dog Armory. Armory out there. Yeah.
Hey, Cody.
So Cody, yeah, good guy. We all know Cody. We all like Cody.
Dude, Cody is like the networking king. I'm like, I thought I knew a lot of people, and then poof, Cody like works it.
Yeah, no joke. Cody is a badass when it comes to networking. I'm going to take some lessons from Cody.
Yeah.
On how to network. I think I really should. He is just that badass. All right. So with that, if Dakota Myers, Crenshaw, and Dakota Myers, who would you want to win? Us. That's disappointing. So disappointing. All right. With that, my video on Crenshaw and his turncoats, the Rhinos, will be coming out. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking that they're not Republican in name only. I'm thinking that they're just Republicans, and that's the way Republicans are.
Ouch, man. Ouch.
At some point, that's just what they are. You got a point. Don't get me started. I could rant for a while, but when was the last time a Republican actually repealed a law or actually reduced the budget and the national debt or undid a government agency? So that's what I always say. Like, let's judge them by what they do, not what they don't do.
Yeah, tell me when there was a spending cap they didn't blow through and vote to approve.
All right. Tell Rob, Shirley Rich, tell them where they can find you.
YouTube.com/FlyingRich, Patreon.com/FlyingRich, and Flying Rich Vehicles on YouTube also.
All right. And how about you, my friend Rob McNealy?
Well, it's easy. Tusk.network. That's TUSC.network. And crappy.art with a K. Crappy.art. We'll be live this weekend.
Oh, by the way, Rich.
Yeah.